Lucy Cat, Alwyn Flow, Moonlight View. Listening to the cicada. We won't be out here long, it's noisy. Hi, Dartmouth. Hi, Susan. Thanks for coming over. Hi, Tennessee DJ. I did scroll my homepage on YouTube, so I am aware that there are a number of people running live right now. So there's probably just going to be a few of us here. But I put on a pot of coffee because a significant number of comments have been I don't even know if you can hear me. Hi, Pam. With the cicada and rags in her bone, but you know me. Since we ended the earlier live, there were new comments when we refreshed the community tab. There are even more now. Hi, Angie's Life. So Bob is already laying down and watching his YouTube, which is totally different than what I watch. And I let him know what's been going on and my plan to just go ahead and go live and get it done. And once I hit go live, I thought, you know what? This is your third time today you're asking YouTube to send out a notification. I think we get 3 a day. Anywho, I didn't even have to cook, you guys. Bob was so hot that he said, you know what? I think I'll just have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a bowl of Rice Krispies. He said, he didn't feel like having, entree and sides and salad and all of that business. So I got out of that deal. For those who were not here for the earlier live stream, or maybe scratching your heads, either literally or figuratively, what is she talking about? Talking about this morning's post on our community tab here on Lip Lock No More. Hi, I'm Susan Brewer. Welcome to my channel, Lip Lock No More. A special evening live. Building up my stamina. This morning, based on recommendation from a subscriber, the recommendation, hi Stephen's Adventure, the recommendation having been based on a question from a different subscriber from yesterday's live, okay? The recommendation was that the question posed to me would make a really good question. My bridge is really in the way tonight. Would make a really good question for my subscribers, like in a poll. As I mentioned in the earlier live, but more briefly now, since I've already explained it once, when we do a poll, it's very limiting. You, as the participant, are pretty much limited, as I'm sure you're all aware, to yes, no, maybe, other, or some creators are creative enough to kind of open it up a little bit more. I didn't want to do it, but I thought the idea in that way. but I thought the idea, hi, I'm doing very well. Blue, all I saw was BLU, so I'm going to say blue for right now, okay? And thank you for joining us in chat. Um, okay, I wanted, hi Carrie, honey. Hi Grammy B. Grammy B, you don't distract or disturb. You're always an asset to the chat here. Don't you be like that. Okay, so I decided I didn't want to do a poll because it didn't allow the way I wanted to for you guys to have an open question where you say, respond how you want to respond without me putting a thought into your head. Just asking you the question. And that question is this. If you haven't been over to the community tab, that we're going to go look at some more comments on. Okay. I wanted those who were willing to participate in their usernames to be known, to be able to answer the question, what stands out to you the most in the disappearance of Summer Wells? In the earlier live stream today, myself and the participants went over the comments that had been left thus far. And there are more. Okay. Tell me, please, because I was looking at the lens and not over my shoulder. Hi, Liba Cats. Hi, Cherokee Girl. Were you able to see the two boys that just walked through my yard? I didn't know they were there again until they spoke. Grammy B, for you, the secrecy. Thank you, Liba Cats. Okay. Because like the last time, I would have to end the live, delete it, and begin again. Go through that whole spiel all over, and nobody would get a notification because it would be my fourth for the day. To you, Stephen's Adventure, the parents. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm about finished. Grammy B, lying. Is Cherokee Girl having tacos? Because if Cherokee Girl is having burritos and tacos, or like Tex-Mex or something like that, and didn't bring enough for at least me, because I'm the cult leader. If you guys, you're just cult evaders. Do you guys get that? Now, you are Carrie Bishop? Well, I hope you brought enough for at least the cult leader, because you guys are, okay, if you say it all together, it's one word, cultivator, okay? No, it's cult evaders, Evaders. We are Susan and the cult evaders, cultivators. Hi, Sandy Gann. I'm a little bit miffed that all I had were some apple wedges, which were delicious. I'm not bitching about the apple itself. I had some Fritos and some homemade Rotel dip. not cultivators, cult evaders. Tennessee. All right, stop. Fritos, and they weren't even like the dipping kind. They were like normal Fritos. So I had cheese dip under my fingernails. And you're fucking sitting out there on, yeah, cult evaders. There you go, leave the cats. I think it's clever. You made chicken tacos, refried beans, and Mexican rice. Cherokee girl, hush. Okay, you know what? All right, here's what's gonna happen. Hi, Justin. Hi, my darling. I'm gonna freaking mukbang a Rice Krispie treat with chocolate chips, a fresh batch I made last night. And I'm not giving Carrie Bishop or Cherokee Girl freaking not even a morsel. That's right, Alwyn Flo. We are cult evaders, cultivators. Hi, Ange. I can be kind of clever once in a while. Anyway, see, in the evenings, I look a little bit nicer. I don't look like all that and a bag of chips, unless they're Fritos, not the scooping kind. But I like to at least, for the man of the house, a little bit. You like ruffles on your garments or potato chips, Alwyn Flo? I can't trill my R's, but the old commercial when they first came out, chips and garments. I do prefer ruffles because ruffles have ridges. But don't give me any clothing with ruffles. Leather? Yeah. My mother always tried to dress me like a little girl at Christmas. And always be a really nice outfit. But then later on, she'd ask my sister. And the way I'd know this is because my sister would tell me. This after we're grown, right? Grown women with families of our own. And sis told me that mom said to her one time in private, sisters don't have secrets. At least in our house, we didn't. Anyway, mama asked sis, said, why don't I ever see Susie wearing the pretty outfits I buy for her? And my sister would make excuses. And finally, one day she said, Mom, Susie has told you a number of times she does not like ruffles or frills or flounces or okay. Next Christmas, my mother brought me an outfit with ruffles on it. All right, I gotta get some coffee. And then we'll go look. And I did make sure that my phone was fully charged. Although after my day, I'm not sure how long I can sustain because I like to react to the comments we're going to look at. Okay. Cherokee girl. Did you do it on purpose? I know you did, Cherokee. Don't lie to me. You did on purpose, didn't you, to ruin the dress? Oh, Cherokee girl, so you have real Mexican food. Not Americanized, I bet. I'm assuming. And you feel like I'm reading your diary, baby. I second to no one. Tom, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, there were times, Easter Sunday. Hat, gloves, patent leather shoes, Mary Jane's, that my mother probably went for days without eating so I could have it. Anyway, I want to get some coffee. So, here we go. Got caffeine? Because y'all, it is 8:43 p.m. here in Arkansas. And generally by now, I am in my pajamas playing solitaire on the phone that I'm now using as a camera and transmitter. And about to go to sleep. So, coffee. So while I'm getting my coffee, I'm reminded of something I reminded all of us of this afternoon. So I want to remind us again. That over 3 years into the case of missing Summer Moon Utah Wells, there are new people becoming interested in her case who, as I put it earlier today, don't know the names the way we know the names. So when I'm reading the comments that we're going to go over, if initials were used, I'll say the actual name, and perhaps in a redundant way to those of you who know, some of you more than I know about this case, okay? Like Justin, for instance, and many others of you. Okay. Kitty cat playing with kitty cat toys. So, to those of you who are familiar enough with Summer's case, that when I say can, you know that I'm talking about Candace Bly Wells. But if there's one person listening that does not know who can is, then we have the responsibility to clarify and qualify, to help them understand and catch up, which can't be done, actually, I don't think, but you agree, Justin? It takes a little bit to get that Eagles sweetened condensed milk to mix in. I don't have well, I refuse to use a Nutribullet. And I wish I hadn't thought of that. Ooh, that's hot. Hi, Valventura. So because there could be just one person who maybe just stumbles onto this, let me make my spiel that you know by heart. And I'm not minimizing by using the word spiel. I merely mean that I have said this so many times in almost 3 years that it's just, okay. Summer Moon Utah Wells was 5 years old at the time of her disappearance on the 15th of June of 2021. It's reported that she disappeared from 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beech Creek community, B-E-E-C-H, beech, like the tree, okay? In the Beech Creek community in Hawkins County, near Rogersville and Kingsport, which is in Sullivan County. The Hawkins-Sullivan County line, you can almost spit from where Summer lived across the county line. Summer's birth date is the 4th of February of 2016. So if she is still alive, she's 8 years old now. And on her page, on the TBI.gov, TBI newsroom.gov, Summer Wells, there is now provided an age-progressed photograph of Summer, what she might look like now. To me, she looks like her Aunt Rose. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. It's reported that she was wearing a pink shirt, gray pants, and was most likely barefooted at the time of her disappearance, which, according to the TBI, was in the early afternoon hours of June the 15th, 2021. According to the FBI Child Abduction Rapid Deployment, also known as CARD, C-A-R-D, there are no signs of abduction. Present at the home at the time of Summer Wells' disappearance, reportedly, were her mother, Candace Bly Wells, her maternal grandmother, Candace, both Candaces spelled C-A-N-D-U-S, Candace Harrer, the maternal grandmother, H-A-R-E-R, as well as Summer's 3 older brothers who were at the time and are still minors. Please do not ever put the names of any minors in my chat. We don't discuss the boys here unless I'm discussing the boys here, out of respect for them. So since that day, when Summer was elevated from missing and endangered in about Justin, Carrie, anybody, help me remember. I believe she was elevated to an Amber Alert around 11:30 a.m. on June the 16th. Y'all remember? I mean, I know you remember, but help me. Because I could be wrong. Your chat's disappearing, fading away. So let's go in. trail girl, baby, it wasn't 48 hours, honey. It wasn't that long. She disappeared in the early afternoon hours on the 15th of June. Missing and endangered, around 7 p.m. on the 15th? I'm pretty sure, baby, that it was around 11:30 a.m. on the 16th that it was the Amber Alert. 3:30. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, thank you for helping me, you guys. A lot of information swimming around in this head of mine, and a great deal of it has to do with other cases and other matters. So it's a good thing to have a chat that knows what's going on and what has gone on. The last thing we need at this point is any more misinformation, or more importantly, disinformation. Darlings, before I go pee and then we go into and I'm not going to take you in the bathroom, but before we proceed, never mind. I'll be right back. I'll at least put it where you can see which door I'm going into. Then we'll get on with it. Okay. Now I'm going to have to try to get through the door with a cup of hot coffee in my hand as well as the phone. This could be fun for you guys. Oh, the audience will love it. Hang on. No kitty. No kitty. No kitty. No kitty. No. Okay. All right, guys, hang on. No, don't now. Oh, Lord, they're swarming me like... babies. Don't knock my coffee over. Y'all, those that have been with me for a long time, they're used to this, okay? If you're new, I apologize. They'll settle down in just a second, hopefully. They get excited when I come into the office. Okay, everybody gonna chill out so I can bring my coffee over here. I guess I could flip the lens back around. Yes, you're cute. Also, if you're new, I don't have any fancy bells and whistles. My internet is unreliable at best, and due to the current heat wave, is even less reliable, making StreamYard and screen sharing using StreamYard just about pointless. So I figured out a way that I can at least halfway decently make a presentation. However, when it comes to what I'm reading and whatnot, there may be many of you who actually cannot see what it is that that I have pulled up on the screen. However, you can go to the community tab and it's there. So wake up, computer. Thank you. You're listening to Nice to Be Here by Moody Blues. Lovely weather must find a tree. Only one. I feel love. I'm gonna refresh the page. Let's get the newest first up top. Now, if you were not here earlier, or even if you were, I'll remind you. Okay. The comments that I've already hearted and thumbed up, we've already gone over on the earlier live. If I spit this bridge out, I'm going to be mortified. No, I won't. I'll just laugh and put it back in and keep going. That's what you do. It's called being a trooper. So let's get you kids around here. Get my finger out of there. Get my legs, my knees up under the desk drawer that you are propped up on so that hopefully it won't move around, move around, move around. Focus. Focus. This is going to make me mad. Don't make me mad. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Okay. This morning, this is what I posted. In the case of missing summer wells, an idea has been given to me by a valued subscriber. I can't do this in poll form because it is an open question. So, please leave your response, if you feel comfortable doing so, in the comments section below. I'm going to try not to burp when I'm having my coffee, but if I do, please excuse me. I don't mean to be rude, but it's hot. I'm a hot mom. All right. In the case of the disappearance of Summer Moon Utah wells, what stands out to you the most? Please feel free to be as detailed as you wish and to use as many characters as YouTube will allow. I will read your responses, and thank you for your willingness to participate. And thank you guys. There's 42 thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you. First up, Jam 420 Jam says, now always keeping in mind, every one of these comments is a direct response to what stands out the most to you. There is no right, no wrong. I'm not even asking your opinion. I want to know, to your way of thinking, in your brain, just so you know, that's what this is. Okay, it's legal. I'm still not saying it correctly. I literally want to know exactly what the question asks. What stands out the most to you? Thank you, Oreo, for asking me. And thank you, Rosemary and Time, for your comment under this morning's upload recommending that we do this. All right, now you're going out of focus again. Maybe if I take my legs out from underneath it. Jam 420 Jam says 2 minutes and the dogs and Don when he speaks. 2 minutes and the dogs and Don Wells when he speaks. Babies, what is Jam 420? Jam, are you here? Oh, Ziggy's doing tarot right now on Empress Ziggy, I'll bet. And Jam mods for her. What does she mean by, what do y'all think? What does that 2 minutes mean? What am I missing? Or Jam, are you here? Oh, Jam is here? Okay, hang on. Let me get on on live chat. Jam, baby. 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 Knee brace. 2 minutes. Whew. Well, 2, 5, 10. Hi, Kate, you. Hi, Jen R. 2 minutes. I knew that. 2 minutes, 10 minutes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, Jam 420. Okay. Let me flip you kids back around. Okay. Let me flip you around. All right. Yeah, Jam. The knee brace. The dogs. Where the fuck were the dogs? Man, I really wish Jody Sue had not deleted or taken down or privated or whatever she did that live stream the other night when she went off in deep thought about those dogs. She had me hanging on every word, which is very unusual. I've already expressed this, so I won't beat the dead horse again. But she got me to thinking. Jody Sue wants to know where those dogs were. Jody Sue has always maintained, as long as I can remember, in Summer's case, that the dogs are the key. To what, she won't tell us really, because, well, whatever her reasons are. But she's trying, in my opinion, desperately to tell us something. Where were the dogs? Okay. And definitely Don when he speaks. And Gem 420, there are things that I'm going to be saying that I said earlier. But there are many of you here this evening that were not here earlier. So, at the risk of repeating myself, I have and will continue to maintain, without wavering, that if Don Wells is telling the truth, and he indeed was at work on the 15th of June of 2021, every fucking word that comes out of that man's mouth is hearsay or a script. Therefore, there's not a fucking thing he has to say that has any interest to me at all, unless he is lying and he was not at work. Hopefully law enforcement knows whether or not he was. Especially since we have the Criminal Investigation Division of the TBI speaking to us now, rather than the Public Information Officer. All right, Kemi. Yeah, I'm having to hold on to my coffee cup. I'm over here holding on to this coffee cup with a steel grip, fearing that a cat is going to jump up here and coffee's going to fly across. Okay. Kemi Burchett, I believe. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. 9602. Okay. Cami, I'm sorry. All right. Oh, Cami, cool. Cami made it like bullet points for us. Awesomeness. Like I said, babies, I know that you probably can't read this at all. But we are live right now looking at our community tab on this channel. So all you have to do is click over there if you want to substantiate what I'm reading to you. Cami says, number one, and obviously there are a number of things that stand out to Cami. This is great. Let me go ahead and give a heart and a thumbs up before I forget. Now, okay. Number one, multi-generational trauma, abuse, addiction, violence, criminal history, etc. Number two, 2 people from the same family are missing. Missing is in quotes. 3, most of the company they keep have criminal histories. 4, many people who inserted themselves into the Summer Wells case know more than they are saying. 5, Don saying that, quote, he will see her in the resurrection, close quote. 6, lack of proper investigation by law enforcement. The whole county needs investigated. 7, all adults killed Summer and her brothers. 8, too many missing people in Tennessee. Cami concludes by remarking, I believe, she says, that there are many people involved in her, quote, getting gone, close quote. I believe Sweet Summer Moon was sacrificed, and that is why Don says, quote, they will never find her, close quote. Cami, what an insightful, thoughtful, well-written, I'm here, darlings, I'm just thinking. And of course, I'm not looking at your chat, so if I get lost, babies, by looking at your chat right now, I'll go down rabbit holes, okay? And I want to accomplish what I'm setting out to do here. Before we say goodbye, I'll look at your chat. Not in totality. I mean to say hi, bye, good night, whatever, okay? Cami. Number 1, yes, I agree. Number 2, yes, I agree. Number 3, yes, I agree. Number 4, yes, I agree. Number 5, yes, I agree. Number 6, yes, I agree. Number 7, yes, I agree. And number 8, I agree. And what Tammy has basically done is she's giving us her thoughts on what stands out the most. And then she's sharing with us a personal thought. And I really appreciate that. And Donald Wells has indeed publicly stated and can be quoted as having stated. And I'm not quoting, I'm going to just like, here's what he said. They will never find her. There's no evidence. Really, Don. Those of us that have been around for a while understand why Cami, we know what she's talking about when she's saying that she believes that Sweet Summer Moon was sacrificed. That has to do with Mr. Crawford and his daughter, Marlena. Personally, I don't put much stock in the words of a... Never mind. No need for name calling, Susan. All right. Glenview tops 885. Oh, it looks like Glenview left 2 responses. Awesomeness. And darlings, if you haven't, and I can tell on some that you haven't, please consider going over to the community tab and giving each of these comments a thumbs up. If you're like, well, no, I'm not going to give that a thumbs up. I don't like what they said. Well, then give it a thumbs down. Because either way, it's an interaction with the channel, according to the way YouTube runs, okay? And the purpose here is to continue the conversation regarding Summer Wells in an intelligent and mature fashion. So that those of us who are dedicated to her being found, or at least her case being solved, have your help as subscribers and viewers to keep Summer Wells' name in the algorithm. Okay. Glenview Tops 885 said, first, what stands out to Glenview is no pictures of the days leading up to and the day of. Candace posted many pictures to Facebook and TikTok daily, then deleted or hid most of them. Yes, Glenview, indeed she did. She sure did. I noticed that myself. And that, yeah. And Glenview, if you're listening or you happen to catch this later, that's something that doesn't come up really often. So thank you for reminding us of that. I'm thinking, why, if it was me, why would I do that? But there are some things that it is almost impossible, if not impossible, for me to project myself into that person's shoes, because this is not how it would go if I were Candace Bly. I can't say that I wouldn't have a missing child. It can happen to anybody at any moment, under many different sets of circumstances. But, all right. I don't get the deleting of or the hiding. Okay, let's go on. I don't want to get, I'm not going to let myself go down a rabbit hole. All right. And I guess you kids are still here. Let me look at my ticker. Am I right? Yeah, I'm not just talking to myself, okay? All right, in Glenview Tops 885's second comment, 1, the truck being at the horse pond most of the day, said by employee. Good one. 2, the person who owned the stable. 3, and a RSO working at the stable. I have heard the reports about the employee. I think it was JLR. I could be wrong, but I believe it was JLR here on YouTube. Been a lot of water under the bridge and over the dam, babies, in over 3 years. Okay. There are tens of thousands of videos on this platform alone about summer wells. So it's kind of hard to keep it sorted. But I'm pretty sure it was JLR that initially got that. I'm not Glenview. The person who owned the stable. I did not know there was an RSO working at the stable. That's new information for me. I'm not saying it's new information. I don't know. I'm saying for me it is, okay? The person who owned the stable. Let me look at your comments for a second. If I can get them to come up, it just irritates the living you-know-what out of me that the comments fade on the phone. Hi, Daisy Joe. Okay. All right, you guys are still here. Let's go on. We've been on almost an hour. Mohawk Mom, you think, okay, I can kind of see your comments. Hi, Flies. Okay, it was JLR. Thank you, baby. Thank you. All right, I'm not gonna start looking at I'm about to lose my voice, honestly. I never talk this much. Okay, Nancy Wallace, 6489. I haven't pre-read these, you guys, so. Okay. I'm trying to understand what Nancy wrote to us first. All right. Hunter 15, Summer 5. Mix for their names like weather. Hunter 15, which is his age. Summer 5, that's her age. Does it have something to do with numerology, do you guys think? Nancy Wallace, darling, I don't know if you are here. But if you see this later, or if you will leave a comment, or if you are here and you will put it in chat, I will see it once live chat uploads, which will probably be tomorrow. I'm not quite grasping the significance with their ages and then the phrase mix for their names like weather. But I'm leaning towards some sort of a, yeah, I'm seeing that too, Mohawk. And it is quite coincidental, isn't it? All right. After that, Nancy, I beg your pardon, Nancy Wallace, 6489 says, can. All right. We know that's Candace Bly, the mother of Summer Wells. Can. Twister T. Can jealous, maybe. All right, darlings, because I can't quite interpret exactly what Nancy means, I'm going to move forward with her next comment after I give her a thumbs up and a heart. Nancy Wallace again says, all the flowers. Dawn flower, grandma flowers, lake flowers, JSB flowers, summer planting flowers, side of house, can't forget that. Yes, Nancy. Much ado about flowers on the 15th of June of 2021. Yet I, who actually does grow flowers, have yet to have seen anything resembling. Now, we all know what, if they were indeed putting those cacti and succulent and the wild Asian violet into the planter. You notice how I pointedly said wild Asian violet? Let me flip the lens here a second. Because I'm tired of people that don't know any better not doing their research. I didn't have to research it. I recognized the plant right away. Wild Asian violet. They grow naturally. They occur naturally. My front flower bed is full of them. I'm tired of people calling them a weed. It is not a weed. It is a beautiful, naturally occurring flower, a ground cover in Tennessee and Arkansas, and probably some other areas in our zone. It ain't a fucking weed. Like I said, I knew that without looking up anything. But I think if we're going to start throwing around, you know, if you know how to get on YouTube and chat and leave comments, then you know how to fucking Google. Search bar. Easy. Little thing I very recently discovered but have not learned how to use. to search an image on Google. Boom, there it is. Saw somebody do it. Yeehaw. There are some things about this technological age that I find quite convenient. I didn't have to go to the library. Go through the card catalog. Know how to use a card catalog with a Dewey Decimal Point system. And without bothering the librarian, go find my own fucking book. Okay. Snark. You know me. Gymnastics. I bet you that's gymnastics 101. Get a hit off my tarp tank here. Which will result in coughing. So I'll probably mute if I start to cough. As a matter of fact, I will mute if I start to cough. Muting. I know, Mohawk Mom. Wonder what's going to happen. Technology crashes and nobody can fucking read cursive writing. In all of our journals or whatever. Never mind. Let's move. Nice hit. Okay. Gymnastics says, what stands out the most to gymnastics is, for me, gymnastics says, turn the fucking light off. Okay. It was parental behaviors. The father, Don Wells, with his very odd rhetoric containing references to seeing his daughter in the resurrection, and subsequent blame game mutterings. The mother, Candace Wells, her initial absence and unwillingness to plead for her daughter's return. Something just DLR. Anybody remember what DLR means? Just for funsies? Before I tell you? DLR. Something DLR. That's right, Carrie Bishop. Hi, Patty Burnett. Something doesn't look right. That's right, kiddos. Something DLR. Something just doesn't look right from the get-go, and that never improved. Gymnastics knocked it out of the ballpark. Awesome comment. I agree with everything you said. By the way, guys, like I want to reiterate, there's no right or wrong here. When we did the live earlier today, all of the comments were really wonderful, just like these are, okay? People sharing their thoughts. And one person, and I can't remember the user's name, okay, but they closed their comment with, I hope this is what you wanted. And so I feel like I want you guys to really understand. It's not a, yes, it was what I wanted. Yes. It was that person's, what stands out to them the most in the case of Missing Summer Moon, Utah Wells. But it's more important to me that you express your thought, not what you think you want me to hear. You're going to get a heart and a thumbs up no matter what you say. Unless you're a fucking asshole, and then I'll just delete you and block you. Okay. Bailey 2777 said, the drunkenness on YouTube. Grandma just left. 2 missing in the same family. Isn't it interesting how often that comes up, babies? two missing in the same family. Hang on. Hang on. Let's do it again. What we did this afternoon, just quickly. For anyone who is not aware, that may be relatively new or new to the case of Summer Moon Utah Wells. This is her aunt. Her name is Rose Marie Bly. This is her official FBI.gov page. She is sister to Candace Bly Wells, who is the mother of Summer Moon Utah Wells. And she has been missing without a trace, not hide nor hair, since August the 21st of 2009. Rose Marie Bly was 21 at the time of her disappearance, and she left behind children that, according to family members and others, this woman loved her children very much. And they were little. Anyway, I want to reiterate, as I like to do, because I'm old and I can. I like to remind my viewers and listeners that your source documents are very important, especially this kind of source document. And most people, in my opinion, based on me asking them, FBI, oh, FBI, cool, FBI. Okay, and then they get down here like we want to. Give me the photo and the vital statistics. Tell me what I need to know. So that if I see this woman, okay, but a lot of times we miss things like this right here. So I want to say again the same thing I said this afternoon. Yes, it is important which law enforcement agency your source is. Yes, it is important who the lead agency is. Oh, that's important. Everything with LE is important. But what's really important, FBI, okay? This is a VICAP alert. This is issued by the Violent Criminal Apprehensions Program, known as VICAP, a division of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. That's significant. Just like it is significant that we were spoken to by the Criminal Investigation Division of the TBI this year, as opposed to the Public Information Officer. And I'm starting to get a little bit fucking wound up over people minimizing that, especially the people that fucking know this case. I apologize. Okay, I'm wanting to see. Okay, we might not get through all of these. I'm getting pretty tired, even with the coffee. And that means we'll have a part 3. Because I want everybody to get their comment recognized. And not just skating through it for the sake of saying it was done. But actually fucking paying attention to what people are saying out there. The people that watch and listen day in and day out. Not us creators that are sitting on this side of the screen and our own thoughts, which, yes, is important as well. To have your shit together, to go on a public worldwide platform to talk about a missing child. Pretty fucking important to have your shit together. However, the people in your chat room and your comment section are the people who are watching all of us, or many of us. At this point, after what has been done with Summer's case on this platform, not as many as there used to be. As creators, we need to remember that without these people, you have no audience. Therefore, there's no point to you fucking being on this platform. So in my opinion, it's a good idea to pay attention to what your listeners, your audience, and your subscribers are saying to you as observers. In conclusion, on my little diatribe there, bottom line, some of you motherfuckers need to pull your heads out of your asses, because your heads are so far up your asses, you can tickle your own uvula with the tip of your tongue. Bailey said the drunkenness on YouTube, Grandma just left. Well, she did too, didn't she? She took off. 2 missing in the same family. Summer Wells, Rosemarie Bly, her aunt. Going on with Bailey's comment, Dawn always speaking. I won't elaborate because I already have, and it dovetails with a common thread. Dawn recently said that whoever did it was only 20 to 30 feet away. Bailey, honey, if you hear this, or if you're here now, I won't see your chat right now, honey, if you're here, because I'm not looking at chat. I'm looking at this, okay? But if you would, sweetheart, if you hear this or see this, would you clarify for me what you mean by it? Yeah, Patty, it's been a mighty long time, baby. I glanced down at chat. Susan, don't look at chat. Susan, you only preach to your audience about paying attention to your audience. You don't actually do it. You just say it. Attention to you after a while. Right now, I'm paying attention to these other kids that are interested enough in Summer Wells to take the time to write these comments. And a lot of you are here, or you were here earlier, or you're going to be here on rewatch. All right. Onwards and upwards. There are a lot of it's in this case. Okay. So, Don recently said whoever did it. Okay. We could get clarification on what it is. It was only 20 to 30 feet away. 20 to 30 feet away when, like they were hiding out in the woods. down the dog trail or something. Okay, going on. 40 tops and the sleeping on the milk jugs. 40 tops. 40 tops. Oh. Okay. Because of where the comma is. Babies, I'm sorry. Okay. Take that comma out. Don recently said that whoever did it was 20 to 30 feet away, 40 tops. And the sleeping on the milk jugs, if she was asleep. She may have been asleep. She may have been unconscious. There's a difference. She may not have been alive. The first time my husband saw that picture, and I've told this before, but I'm going to tell it again right quick. My husband knew nothing at all about summer. He didn't know anything about summer. I was barely becoming aware. Didn't have a channel. Had started watching a few things about her and then became interested. When the milk jug picture came out, I pulled it up on my phone, and my husband was sitting out on the front porch. I walked out, and before I handed him my phone, I said, honey, I'm gonna hand you my phone. And on it, there's a photograph displayed of a little girl. I want you to tell me what you see. I didn't say, do you see a little girl that's asleep, a little girl that's dead, a little girl that's alive? No, because then I am prefacing his thought process. No. The setup is, I'm about to hand you my phone. Displayed upon it is a photograph of a little girl. Please tell me what you see. I handed him my phone. His mouth opened slightly, which is unusual for my stoic Taurus husband, who is non-reactionary. And he looked up back at me with a strange look in his eyes, and he said, I see a little girl that is not alive. That was his initial, boom, reaction. I don't know. But in closing, Bailey said the anger and the lies, and they refused to get additional searches. Bingo, Bailey. Thank you for that one. Fuck you, Ronnie Lawson. I mean double time. Ronnie Lawson, Honorable Sheriff of Hawkins County, Tennessee. I don't like you. Because, as I have said a great number of times, and have the fucking the court documents to substantiate my fucking claim, you were too busy covering for your RSO piece of shit son. To give a flying flip about a little girl named Summer Wells. You suck. And let us not forget, a sheriff is not a law enforcement officer. He's a fucking politician, which is not a statesman. Fucking scumbag. Low-life cocksucking motherfucker. Fuck. Sorry, guys. At least it's nighttime. It's Sliplock After Dark. Okay, and Bailey said, and I know we all agree, justice for Summer. All right, Lisa Mongrain. A few things continue to stand out as huge red flags. Where's Rose Bly? Boom, there we go. Why did Grandis take off like a bat out of hell? Why are Don and Candace so willing to act like fools on YouTube but haven't been bugging law enforcement every day, demanding their daughter's case not go cold? Lisa Mongrain goes on to say that she feels that Jose Roman was a good guy. But why was Candace so okay with bringing in a total stranger in the house with her kids, especially with Don not there? And why was she buying Hunter, a male minor, alcohol? Let's expand to read more, okay? And why was she buying Hunter, a male minor, alcohol that day? How much did Allie and Hunter really know? Why did Don refuse the help from the cold people, even after McDonough said he would remove himself from the case? The dogs raise a ruckus as someone grabbed her, because we all know they are lying about the dogs not being there. If we are to believe Candace's timeline, how could someone take the time and trouble to go up to 110 Ben Hill Road and grab her being Summer, of course, with a bunch of dogs, her brothers, and 2 adults right there? Let me get a sip. Were the mother and grandmother high, drunk, passed out? Did the boys not hear anything? There would be signs and sounds of a struggle, I think, Lisa says, okay? And I agree with her, okay? I agree with everything that Lisa has written here. I have many of the same questions, just like you, babies. All right. And there would have been signs of her wandering off and getting lost, wouldn't there be? There's more questions, but I'm giving myself a headache, Lisa Mongrain says. Oh, baby. There has got to be answers for these questions. This human, as small as this kid was, did not just disappear into thin air, much as her parents want us to believe she did. Lisa Mongrain, you're getting pinned, baby girl. Boom. Excellent. Now, all your comments are excellent. Excellent. But babies, look here. All right, those are all. Okay, I think we got, all right. How many I got left here? We got one with a reply. Okay. All right, how long have we been on here? All right, almost an hour and 30 minutes. I'm here, I'm just thinking. because, like I said, I don't want to just skate over someone's endeavor to write here because I'm tired. Okay. I would rather make a part 3 tomorrow than to not get, let's see what we got, because several of them are relatively short. Okay. I would really like some tobacco. So let's go outside and let me get a couple of puffs. I'm gonna carry you guys out there with me. What in the world is that person doing? Oh, they're working out. Never mind. Momo. Okay, I'm just gonna click that. I don't even know why I'm doing this since I'm not leaving you in here. Play music for the kitties. Moody Blues. Am I buffering? I'm seeing somebody saying something about buffering. My phone's getting hot too. Am I buffering, babies? Sandy Gann is saying, I think Sharon is buffering, or is it me? Biscuits and gravy. Wait, I should have left you in the tripod. Hi, Bonder. I'm buffering. Okay, do I need to end it? Is it really, really bad? Okay, I'm good for Carrie. Hi, Oreo. Look what you started. Hi, Real Rockin' Robin. Hi, Candy. I'm all shiny. I've been outside a lot today. No buffering for you, Rockin' Robin? Okay. That is not the album I wanted. Oh, I might have a fit. You ever seen a conniption fit? Do you even know what one is? All right, when that click doesn't work, I'll click something else. I'll click, click. It looks like they've had another press conference on the mass shooting in Fordyce, Arkansas as well. When we talked about it on our live today, when we became aware of it, there were 2 deaths. The last report I saw with Bob several hours ago, Bob, my husband, there are now 3 deaths. And it's making the news across the board, man. It's, yeah. We're going to go smoking. I'm going to get some more coffee. It's just... I mean, at a grocery... Come on, a grocery store? I mean, it's hard. Can't go to school, be safe? Oreo, I don't know, baby. To me, my way of thinking, I mean, I don't know any of these people. Y'all, I'm losing my voice. I don't know any of these people. So I don't have any idea, who's lying, who's telling the truth. Because here's the thing about lying, babies. Once you lie to me, then I have to question from then on everything you say. Because the way my mama taught me, the way she raised me, and the way she was with me and my siblings, I will trust you until you give me a reason not to. So once I know that a person has lied, and I know it for a fact, then I have to question every fucking word that comes out of their mouth from then on. Example, Jody C. Brown is a motherfucking liar. How do I know that? Because with my own ears, I have heard her and watched her on her own channel, on her live stream, straight up motherfucking lie about me. Straight up, bold-faced fucking lie. And it wasn't just that I was a Mormon, which I've never been, as well as some other things. No, this lie was in her cult leader way. She told anybody and everybody that was listening to her that she had filed a police report with the Heber Springs, Arkansas, my town's police department, against me for harassment and bullying. What did I do? What do I tell you do? Go to the fucking source. So I call my friend Samantha, who answers the phone at the police department. Well, actually, I called dispatch. And I said, hey, is Samantha working today? And the dispatch said, I don't know. I'm over here. She's over there. I said, well, send me over there. Okay, Miss Susan. I got Samantha's voicemail. I left a voicemail. I said, Sam, this is Susan Brewer. Blah, 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 blah. Give me a call back when it's convenient. Well, it was about a week before she called me back. I was getting a little concerned. She said, I'm sorry it took me so long to call you back. I've been on vacation with my husband. What's up? I said, well, there's a YouTuber that goes by Jody Sue Brown. She lives in Sullivan County, Tennessee. And she told the world on YouTube a little over a week ago that she had filed a report with y'all, an official report, police report of harassment and bullying. And Samantha said, well, let me look. Okay. Hang on, I got to get out of here without an escapee. Hang on. So she searches in her computer under my name, my real name, and the name that everybody knows me by here. Because Samantha knows my real name. I said, look under Susan Brewer. She said, well, what was her name? I said, Jody Sue Brown. Jodisue. All one word. Don't capitalize the S. Because she'll come through your fucking screen and rip your eyeballs out if you do. Jody Sue Brown. Clickety, 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 click, 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 click. And I can hear Sam going, She said, Miss Susan, I don't have any, there is no police report here. Are you sure? Did you call the sheriff's department? I said no, because she specifically said Heber Springs Police Department. That's you, Sam. She didn't say Cleburne County, Arkansas Sheriff's Department. But I can walk across the creek and through the woods and go ask Chris. She said, well, no. She said Heber Springs Police Department. She said, there is nothing here. Nothing with your name or her name that has anything to do with anything you are talking about. I said, so would I be, I'm trying to get you adjusted here in this fucking tripod. All right. I said, so will I be telling the truth if I go live on my channel and I tell the entire world that Jody Sue Brown is a motherfucking liar? Sam said, yeah. So if Jody Sue Brown will lie about that, and why? And if you're going to harass me over religious matters, you better get it motherfucking straight. I am not now, nor have I ever been, a Mormon. You stupid fucking cunt. So, you lied to me one time. I have to question every fucking thing you say from then on. So, what was the point of all that? I don't know what to believe and what not to believe that comes out of her fucking mouth. And I think that's the whole idea on her end. Confuse, smoke, mirrors. Whether or not she is involved in Summer's disappearance, I don't know if she fucking is or not. But what else is she lying about to the entire world? Just to feel important. Because if Jody Sue Brown wants to lie about me, any other YouTuber, how do we know that anything she said about any other YouTuber is true? Or maybe it is. But that isn't what is important. What have you lied about concerning the real issue here? Summer Wells. Yeah, I can stare a motherfucker down. Sometimes I have to climb up on a step stool in order to do it because most of the world, unless you're in the 3rd grade, is taller than I am. Got a lot of practice. I had brothers. Really cool, wonderful brothers. Stare down, stare down. How long can you stare at me without blinking? I'm a cult leader. I can stare 24/7, 365, and my eyes never move. Brenda, you're just coming in. You've been working. What's crazy? Brenda, what the fuck are you doing working at night? It's 10 o'clock, y'all. And I just poured another cup of coffee. Okay, I can't finish. We'll finish. We're going to do a part 3 on those comments. No, Sandy, I haven't. Rosemary Time. See what you and Oreo started? This is all. Yeah, I'm not watching her anymore, Bonder. Yeah, don't care about it anymore. Triple T. Triple T. Where I've been on here almost 2 hours. Where have you been? Doing your own live on your own channel? Rosemary Time. Your recommendation that the question that Oreo, okay, Oreo actually, all right, Rosemary, Oreo actually started it. And then you left a comment that said, oh, wow, this would be a great question for your audience, like in a poll. Oh, well, I couldn't do a poll. I had to have an open question where everybody gets to share their thought on. Y'all, it was Rosemary Time. You've been with your grandson. Okay, no, don't do any dachshund stuff because he's still little. Y'all, it was, I know I've said it again. I know I've said it earlier, but in case anybody missed it. Oreo asked me this same question yesterday in live chat and I missed it. So this morning, I made a short upload at Oreo. Sorry, I don't remember what I titled it, but I answered the question. What stands out the most to you in the Summer Rolls case? Very direct and awesome question. What stands out? And the reason I felt the question was important, all questions are important. There's no such thing as a stupid question. You guys know the old adage. There are only stupid answers. Okay? So, but I thought Oreo's question was particularly important because of all of this for 3 years. How about, and I don't know that this is how Oreo intended, okay? But by asking, what stands out the most? Oreo made me focus in. What stands out to me the most? Okay, so then under that video, Rosemary and Time left a comment saying that it would make a great question to ask the subscribers, the viewers. So Rosemary and Time, I mean, that's what you've started. That I'm up past my bedtime, trying to keep my voice down because Bob's asleep. Fortunately, he doesn't work tomorrow. And he knew I was going to go live, and I'm pretty tired because it has turned into a really cool exchange of people. You know, when you're saying things in the chat room, you have 200 characters, and the odds of me actually seeing it and going, whew, the odds are okay. But the way this has kind of snowballed, and rosemary, thyme, and Oreo, it's keeping the focus on summer. So thank you both. People are engaging in conversation, intelligent, mature conversation, merely by answering the question. In the case of Missing Summer Moon, Utah Wells, what stands out to you the most? And what it is helping me do, and what it looks like it is helping others do, is to kind of that fog, that all of that, it doesn't go away, but it's like I can compartmentalize. I can put this over here, whatever this is, okay, this bit of information, and I can just put it in that box and put it on this shelf for now. No, don't worry about that right there, right now. And by worry, I mean focus on, not worry. I'm not a worrier. I don't see any point in it. There's absolutely no point in worrying about something you can do something about. Fucking do something about it. And there's no point in worrying something that you can't do anything about, because you can't fucking do anything about it. So what is the fucking point of worrying? That doesn't mean you don't have concern. So, yeah, yes, Sandy. It's in its own safe place. And I can pull that box out that says Summer Wells, Wallace Imports, white Subaru, and how does a car that is purchased brand new and is red it's like, oh, thanks, Liplot, for this at the end of okay. It is 26 miles one way from Wallace Imports to 110 Ben Hill Road. Actually, there's a point something in there. I have it all written down. Wallace Imports is where the Wells bought the Subaru. On December 13th, I want to say, of 2020. December 9th. Okay. Wallace Imports, 26 miles from 110 Ben Hill Road. They had the car for 30 days before they registered and licensed it. Yes, I know that for a fact. When they registered the car, they registered the odometer with 18 miles on it. Now, surely they weren't the very first humans to get in and test drive that car. I doubt that it was a special order. I'm sure they bought it off the lot. I'm sure they did. How is it? I mean, when I bought my Mustang, or when my husband bought my Mustang, it had a few miles on it because some other people had test driven my car before I found it. She found me. And it was on the weekend. It was a Saturday. So it was Monday before the revenue office opened. And we're not the type to wait till the last minute on stuff. So put a couple of miles on it over, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, it is a red Mustang convertible. Come the fuck on. You're answering your own question? I don't know. I saw the red, but I'm beyond the answering questions point now. I'm way too tired. If that's to me, I'll catch it later. I'm storytelling now. In connection to Summer Wells. When I went to the revenue department 2 days after we drove the car off the lot, there were more miles on the odometer than there was the day that I bought it. And my house was only a couple of miles from the car lot, if that. How did they buy a car from a car lot that is 26 miles from their house? Drive it home, 26 miles. Drive it for a fucking month. Before they register it, and at the time of registration, there's 18 miles on the odometer. And the car's listed as white, but it's not, it's red. Yeah, Don claimed the payments were $600 a month. I've seen a document that says that car was paid off a shitload a long time ago. I don't know who by who or how or nothing else, but I haven't seen the actual hard copy physical document. So, and people can doctor up shit and put anything up on YouTube, and if they're really, or social media, and if they're really fucking good at it, I mean, I could be AI right now and you guys wouldn't know. Except if I was AI, how could I pick you up on a tripod and carry you around with me? Unless I had a robotic arm coming out of the middle of my belly, which I could have. It's out of frame. You don't know. So, because there are a number of comments left, and I truly do want to be able to give them the attention they deserve, we will do part 3 tomorrow. If anything happens to change that, I'll make a community post or upload a short video to let you kids know. Hi, Be the Bean. Right now, I need the dealership fills out the, yeah. And it's like, it's just one of those things that really, I'm slipping my shoes on. It really doesn't have anything, oh, my cigarettes are out there. It doesn't have anything to do with Summer's disappearance, I'm sure. It's just fucking odd. It's just fucking odd. It's almost as if when you go to Northeast Tennessee, hang on, kiddos. It's like you're going into the motherfucking Bermuda Triangle over there. I mean, people just vanish. Poof, gone. Damn it. I'm sorry. I really am going to sit down and at least acknowledge a few names. I'm not going to get all wrapped up in chat, though, because... Okay. I just need to double check something. I'm very particular about where I leave the vape pen. Because of the rescue cats. Hey, babies. So let me just sit down. Anybody wants to hang out for a few more minutes? I'm just going to get me a cigarette, and take a few moments to thank you for being here. For summer. Summer Wells needs us to keep talking about her. She needs to stay in the algorithm. That's right, baby. If you got them, smoke them. Thank you, Carrie. You do the most beautiful displays. And I got to take this hair down. It's heavy on my crown. I don't mean crown as in tiara. Tiara. I mean crown as in the top and the back of my head. You gonna smoke with me, real rockin' Robin? Oh, there's a chair right there, baby. Sit down. Here's the ashtray. You like the background sound? Yeah, it is a one. Hey, and it is summer, isn't it? Like the season. Yesterday, I think. Summer solstice. That means that it got dark like a couple of seconds earlier today than it did yesterday. Bonderloo, you're smoking again, baby? What do you mean smoking again? As in like chain smoking, or do you mean you quit smoking and now you're started again? I've done that. Carrie, that's my girl. Almond Flow is rolling now. Believe me, babies. Hey, baby. Is it a pink moon? Hey. Oh, Kenneth, you scared the shit out of me. Yeah. I'm running live on YouTube. Don't get in front of the camera. And I only say that, honey, because I don't want, we're running live on YouTube. And here. All right. Hug? Yeah. No shit. I get one? Sure. Thank you. Thank you, man. All right. Kenneth is grown. He's 24, but he didn't know that he needed to borrow a cigarette, and he didn't know I was running live on YouTube. And it's dark, and I didn't see him coming up. So I guess it's a good thing I wasn't sitting out here with a Taurus 380 strapped to my side. No, Sandy, that's Kenneth from one of my neighbors. He lives up the road a little piece. Oh, but what made me turn actually was Meep had said the moon. Let's see if I can see where it is. There's the moon over my house. Now that is southeast for me. But I'm still gonna do this, even though that's southeast. We might hear a little bit of catwallering too. Is that the moon I see over there in the west? Or just the headlight beam on the old express? I know that she's gone. Whatever I say, I know it won't be long until I've made my mind to go away. Look at that fool out on the trestle. He's a blind old man. He can't hear the whistle. He can't go up and he can't go back. The train come along and blew him off of the track. Well, other winds may blow and other moons may shine, but in my heart I know she'll never leave my mind. I know that she's gone. Whatever I say, and I know it won't be long. Summer moon, Utah Wells. Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Wrong key. You heartbreaker, romance maker. Wherever you're going, sorry. Where are you, Summer Moon, Utah Wells? Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters out to see the world. Oh, there's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same. rainbow's end, waiting round the bend. My huckleberry friends, Moon River, and all of us. Summer's Army. Yeah, I'm too tired. Summer in Utah Wells disappeared on the 15th of June of 2021, sometime in the early afternoon hours, according to Leslie Earhart, the Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. According to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson of Hawkins County, Tennessee, Summer was last seen outside her home, located at 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee, by her brothers. Summer has blonde hair and blue eyes. No reported scars or birthmarks. Her birth date is February the 4th of 2016. It's reported she was wearing a pink shirt, gray pants, and was most likely barefooted at the time of her disappearance. 911 calls were made at 6:23 p.m. Eastern Standard, or forget the zone, 6:23 p.m. and 6:26 p.m. We're told by Leslie Earhart, Public Information Officer of the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the call was made by a family member. The call was made by a family member. Summer became missing and endangered child. Within hours, it was escalated to an Amber Alert, which is now still active and will remain so until she is found. Whether that is recovery or rescue. If you or anyone you know has any credible information that could lead to the finding of Summer Moon Utah Wells, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND or email tips, credible only. Not shit you hear on YouTube or read in a fucking Facebook group. Credible tips only. Tips to TBI at tn.gov. Please correct me, anybody in chat, if I got that wrong. I'm really, really tired. One 1-800-TBI-FIND. As I mentioned in the earlier live stream, in this regard, if you feel like you have credible information, or you come across something and you're unsure, there is nothing in the world wrong with you going to your local law enforcement, sharing with them, ask their opinion. But here's something really cool that will and can, or can and will, hopefully, come out of doing that. Don't assume that every law enforcement agency in this country knows about Summer Wells. They don't. Local law enforcement is bogged down everywhere with their own issues, their own backyard. They will not have heard of Summer Wells in Heber Springs, Arkansas, unless I fucking tell them. or unless it comes across my sheriff or police chief's desk in some form or fashion. That is highly unlikely. But you can inform your local law enforcement. You can take them an official TBI missing poster for Summer Wells. And maybe, just maybe, they'll have their officers in their cruisers keeping an extra eye out. And we never know. So that's something you can actually do. Help make law enforcement aware. And fuck Ronnie laws. Okay, babies. That's it. We've been on here for over 2 hours. This old biddy has done 2 live streams longer than 2 hours today and an upload and a community post. I'm shitting and getting it. You're welcome, Real Rock and Robin. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Carrie. Hi, Cheryl, my happy. Babies, if I've missed you in chat, I'm really sorry. You know me. All right? But thank you for being here. Thank you for not forgetting Summer Wells. I know you won't. I know you won't. But I'm bound and determined to continue to give you a place, a safe place where you can gather and talk about her or whatever else you want to talk about, and nobody fucking with you. Okay, so that's it. Already sang to you. So go with God's good grace. Do something positive with the rest of your evening, your night, and tomorrow. Practice being kind one to another. It's not going to hurt you any. It's not going to cost you anything. And it's going to come back to you tenfold when you expect it the least and you need it the most. And that's a fucking promise. Okay? All right. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. And I'm not going to say because I got shit to do. I'm going to say because I got to go to bed. I love you guys. See you tomorrow, I hope. Please come back tomorrow. All right. Like, share, subscribe. We will be monetizing soon. Okay. Good night. I love you. Summertime. And the living is easy. Fish are jumping. And the cotton is high, high. Your dad is rich, and your mama's, oh, she's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry.